Many people may not be aware that Squiz has our own internal implementation team to implement the instance of our DXP and the services area. Now, most tend to work with third-party partners or agencies, etc. on the side. Rarely is it within the same tech company as well. Why do you think that's a benefit for customers?
Oh, okay. So I might just start with industry experience, because we have a lot of experience working in particular with universities and government. And so one of the things that I think that Squiz services team can bring to the table here is that we already know a lot of the context around universities and government. So you don't have to spend as much time explaining why it is that you need to do what you do. We already understand a lot of that already. And that enables us to suggest really practical solutions as well, because we've often seen similar problems and solved them in different ways. So we can come forward and suggest some really practical things to solve those problems. But in terms of just thinking about why would a product company also have a services team, the first thing that springs to mind is the depth of our product knowledge that we have inside of our team here. So some of our staff members have been working with Squiz for 15 to 20 years and have all of that historical built up knowledge about how our product works, to the point now that we have a centre of excellence, which basically sets best practice standards for us to follow as well. And this is really important because it makes our solutions much more supportable in the long run. So whether that be you need to log a ticket for a small enhancement, or you want to upgrade to the next version, or you want to build the next iteration of a really large portal or something like that, the fact that we have those best practice standards means that we have less problems and surprises because of things being architected strangely in the past. Also, we get to give feedback to our product team, and so this is actually one of the reasons I love working at Squiz, is because we're using a product that is developed in-house. And so when our implementers are trying to build something and they're stuck, or it's not as easy as it could be, they can feed back in to the product team about that, and that has an influence on the product roadmap, which is actually really cool, because a lot of people don't have that. They're kind of just having to work around issues rather than actually feed back into making the product itself stronger. The other side of it as well is you get to work with one company that offers the end-to-end solution all under one roof. So both the product, the implementation of it, and the ongoing support of it. So for things like product bugs or feature enhancements, you're not getting passed around where your partner's telling you to go talk to your vendor or anything like that. It's our own people, like a Squiz person talking to another Squiz person in a different team, trying to solve those problems on our customers' behalf, which means you don't have to worry about it so much as a customer. You just know that Squiz is going to have that conversation internally and sort it out for you. And the last one, I think, is just more of a cultural thing, which is when I just look at our services team, we just have this really deeply ingrained culture that our people want to do the best for our customers. And that's not just words, that actually really means something. And I see that in everyday interactions between project managers and our customers, or our developers and our customers' developers. I see our people every day debating about what's the best thing to do from an ongoing supportability perspective, and the robustness of the solution and the end user experience and those sorts of things. So that actually really matters a lot to our people, and that translates into better experiences for our customers.
I've experienced that myself uniquely for the first time, working in a company that is a closed loop in itself, from the tech to the actual services implementation to the user experience of the product every day, because I do know that sometimes the services team can also support them for a certain amount of time on ongoing support of the using the solution. So it does seem very unique in that sense, where we're not kind of working at cross purposes from each other. We are an extension of the customer's own team, and we are trying to make sure that it's as easy for our team to use as it would be for their team after we've passed it over. And the product teams are constantly trying to figure out how do we make it better and easier experience for everybody, our teams and the customers' teams in the usage, which is very unique, and I love that. I love that about Squiz.